I had always been drawn to the solitude of the countryside. There's a certain tranquility in the remote areas, far from the hustle and bustle of city life. But one fateful night, I would discover that deep within this tranquility, something else resides, a terror in its purest form. I had recently purchased an old farmhouse on the outskirts of a small town. The house had character, with its weathered wooden beams and a history that stretched back centuries. But as I would soon learn, as night fell, it would transform into something out of a nightmare. It was a moonless night, and the darkness clung to everything like a shroud. I had just finished unpacking, and the farmhouse seemed cozy with the soft sound of some light music playing in the background. I retired to my bedroom, but sleep eluded me. As I closed my eyes and tried to fall asleep, a low guttural growl broke the silence, causing my heart to race. At first I assumed it was a stray dog, not uncommon in rural areas. But as the growl grew louder and more menacing, I realized this was no ordinary canine. The once peaceful farmhouse now felt alive with malevolence, as though the very walls harbored secrets too terrifying to fathom. The growling outside intensified, accompanied by heavy, labored breathing. I knew then that something sinister lurked in the darkness. Unarmed, and drawing courage from desperation, I decided to investigate. I grabbed my flashlight and cautiously stepped outside, the cold night air stabbing my skin like knives. The growling led me to the edge of the property, where the dense woods began. I couldn't see much beyond the flashlight's reach, but the growls were now interspersed with something else, a haunting, mournful howl that chilled me to my core. It sounded like anguish, a cry from the depths of despair. As I ventured deeper into the woods, I heard a rustling in the underbrush. My heart pounded in my chest as I turned my light toward the source of the noise. What I saw would haunt my nightmares for years to come. Emerging from the shadows was a creature from the darkest corners of folklore, a hellhound. Its eyes glowed with an unholy light, and its gnarled ebony fur seemed to absorb my feeble light's beam. The growls emanated from this monstrous beast, and its howls sent a shiver down my spine. The hellhound's presence was overpowering, and I could feel the weight of malevolence pressing down upon me. It was as if I had unwittingly trespassed into a realm where humans were unwelcome. Terrified and paralyzed by fear, I watched as the hellhound circled me. Its eyes bore into mine, and I felt as though it could peer into the very depths of my soul. It was a silent, unspoken exchange, a warning, a threat. In that chilling moment, it seemed to convey a message. I was unwelcomed here, and if it desired, it could dispose of me effortlessly in the most horrifying manner imaginable. Time seemed to stretch as I stood there, entranced by the creature's sinister gaze. But just as abruptly as it had appeared, the hellhound turned and vanished into the inky darkness of the woods, leaving only its haunting howls lingering in the air. I stumbled back to the farmhouse, my heart still pounding, my mind reeling from the encounter. I didn't sleep that night, and the following days were plagued by unease. I tried to reason with myself, to convince myself that I hadn't seen what I saw, that it was all just a bad dream. But every creak of the old house, every rustle of leaves in the wind, sent me into a state of dread. I researched the history of the farmhouse and the surrounding area, hoping to find some explanation for the hellhound's visitation. What I discovered was a chilling revelation. The land had once been the site of dark rituals, and legends spoke of a hellhound guarding the secrets buried within. The fear never truly left me, and I could never shake the feeling of the hellhound's howls vibrating through me. I moved away from the farmhouse, seeking refuge back into the bustling city, but even there, the echoes of that terrifying encounter followed me. To this day, I can't be certain why the hellhound chose to reveal itself to me. Was it sending a warning? Was it guarding the dark secrets that still lingered in the soil? Or perhaps it found something intriguing in the fear that pulsed through me, something that amused or satisfied its malevolent nature. I may never know. But one thing is for sure, I will never forget the night when I came face to face with a creature born of nightmares, a hellhound whose haunting howls will forever haunt my soul. Thanks for tuning into another episode from the Alley of Nightmares. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Until next time,